Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my August 4th page, and for this background I'm going to try something because typically you wouldn't use a lot of sprays in the Dyalog journals. With them having just a single stitching binding, they could fall apart really easy, but I'm going to try to do a few of them in this book. However, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put down a layer of paint all over first, in hopes to also keep it from like bleeding through. Because see, on this page I had used inks on the other side and it kind of bled through. So I'm going to start with my lighter color that I'm going to use, which is Lemon Zest. All I'm going to do is like I usually do. I'm going to take this, get me a nice amount out, the Ranger blending tool, inking tool, I'm not sure what it's called, and load up my sponge really well. And then just go over it. Okay, now that I got all that painted over, I'm going to hit it with the heat tool so that way the paint can cure up a little bit before I go in with my sprays. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I have grabbed the Dylusions Large Stencil. I'm going to put it on there, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some squeezed orange in the ink spray, and I'm just going to spray it all over without, I'm going to try to keep it from going down in this groove so much to maybe prevent it from becoming a problem, but I don't know if that's going to work out, so we shall see. And to keep my fingers from getting as messy as possible, I'm just going to hold this down. Alright, and now I'm going to do it, I'm going to put my stencil on, just like so. Give it a bit of a press. And I'm going to take my water, and I'm just going to spray it all over really good. Let it soak up quite a bit. We want to, the purpose is to re-wet or reactivate the ink. And give it just a minute. We're going to pick this up and dry it off really well. And by the time we get that all dried off well, just take your kitchen roll, paper towels, whatever, and roll it straight across to soak up some of that color. Get the orange off of there. And now I'm going to take my heat gun to it again. This is what you got. So the next thing I want to show you is, like on this side, it's kind of bleeding through because it had too much moisture on. It happens, which will be fine. We can cover that up with something else. Really, I mean, you'll see it, but you won't. And honestly, it's just going to add to the background. This is, sorry guys, this is driving me nuts. I've got ink on my fingers, and I just don't like that. So, what I want to try to do next, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, after, because it is dry. It's still damp in a few places, but it's not like wet, is I want to take the cherry pie, and I thought about just making like little circles here, there, wherever, and then spraying them with the water to just let them kind of flare out. So I might try a couple of them, see how they go before I, you know, I don't know. We'll see. just do like a little circle there, right there. And all I'm doing is just using the plastic thing here, there, down here maybe. And let me give it a spritz. Maybe lift it, let it go down. Let's try it with it being wet maybe. I don't really like it, but I'm gonna go for it anyways, so let's do it over here. It may have worked out better had I'd waited for the page to dry much longer. Oh, now I've got some drippage. And that's fine. Let me dry that up and see what I got. Yeah. And it's kind of turning a weird purplish color, and I'm not sure why. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get these effects just coming all the way down from the top. So I'm going to take my thing here, and I'm just going to do this in different spots. But I want there to be quite a bit. Okay, grab my water, try to do it where you guys can actually see it, and spritz it and just drop. Let it fall. And when it gets down here, it's like it soaks up, and it's a really weird color. I don't know what's going on there. I just don't like it. I do not like this background. So I'm just gonna go in with straight red. Okay, so the cherry pie just is not coming through as much. So I just got my Postbox Red here, and we're just gonna go with that and see what we get. Cover it over. So let me see what I can do. So I have all these backgrounds on now. I wonder if I take this and I put it on top. Make sure that's the shiny side. Yes. And then I take some paint and go over the top of it now. So let's try the yellow paint. Okay. Alright, so this is what I've came up with. It's not my favorite. So I'm going to set this aside, let it do some more drying. And what I have here is I have, and oh my goodness, my fingernails and nails, ugh. This is the new gnome from her, oh my goodness, what's it called? The new, Just Robbin Around, or Just Robbin Along, I think it's called. The Dylusions stamp set just came out. And then this is a, this is from the Doodle Blooms, one of the stems from the Doodle Blooms. So what I was gonna do, because this day was all about cleaning, use that as a broomstick. Grab me a spare piece of paper here, figure out where I want it to go, and then draw the bottom half of a broom. It's going to be the most basic little broom you've probably ever seen in your life, but I'm going to do it. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting my elements on. Actually, I think I want to cut a window out. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me find something here that I want to use to cut a window with. I'll use my lotion bottle. This is my favorite lotion. This ought to work. Put that there. Just trace along it. Just pick a spot. It don't have to be perfect. I do need it to go down some because I do have borders, so I gotta have it. I'm gonna grab my border really quick. Right about there will work. Alright, I'm gonna get my cutting mat and my finger blade and I'm gonna cut that out really fast. Alright, now I'm going to outline that with a black paint pen just to make it stand out a little bit. So again, I have this gnome from the it's her new Dylusions new stamp set that just came out. Just Robbin Along, I believe it's called. Put him somewhere over here probably, just like so. Well, here, hold on. Because we can actually put him right there and we'll be able to see him peek through. So he can go right in the middle. No big deal. And then this piece is from the Doodle Blooms. It's a stem from the Doodle Blooms. I'm going to put it right here next to him. And then this is just a little broom head that I drew to tape on here. Just like so. So I'm going to go ahead and color these up really fast, and I'll be right back. Now it is time to start sticking down my images, and as I was coloring those, I realized it kind of looked like candy corns to me. This is almost like a Halloween page. I got the red and the black and the orange, and the fall colors in the background. And then when I colored this little guy in, I used even more fall colors. So I was like, okay, that works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick my images down really, really fast, and then I'll be right back. last but not least, I'm going to go in, I'm going to outline everything really good. That's it. That is all I'm going to do to this page for now. I'll have plenty of room to write down here, especially if I write small, or I can even write going up, around, and down, and over, like make it almost like a puzzle to read, which is sometimes fun as well. I don't know. I've got plenty of room. But I think what I might do as well is I might try to take my white Posca paint pen and add, I want to see, because if I don't like it, I can always go back over it. But I want to see something. There we are. Okay. All I did was just drew lines, straight lines, that's it. Just to kind of bring in the outlining here. Okay. So, again, this background was a fail for me. I still do not know how the cherry pie and the Postbox Red ended up so purplish. Even going over the orange, it doesn't typically do that. But who knows? It could have something to do with the paint. And if you know, please let me know. Because, you know, it was something I wanted to try. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I wanted to lay it out there and try it. And now you know what could potentially happen. And like I said, I am going to post this video anyways because this is a month of learning for me. And hopefully for you guys. Because I'm not just going to do backgrounds that I know how to do. That's the whole purpose of it. Just trying other things. If they turn out, that's great. If they don't, that's great too. I know what not to do next time. Sorry it's such a simple page. I'm not loving this page, and there's not a whole lot I'm gonna do to love it. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot to say about today anyways, so, you know. But in some sort of a way, I hope this page gives you guys some kind of inspiration. I hope you learned something from the background. And if you liked the video, please give it a like. That way I know that you liked it. And if you learned anything from it, let me know. Or like I said, if you have the answers as to how that could do that, let me know that too. I really, really appreciate it because it's got my brain boggled. Alright, so until the next time, I thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.